Hey there YouTube, RC Mechanic here, and today I'm here to introduce the huge, what I call huge, summer project. So with that, I'm just going to say that I've already picked the body, and it's this Mustang right here. It has been very well used, as you can see. And it is toy grade, and I already took out all the glass, right? And I took out the tail lights. Now, why? You may want to wonder, why did I take out the tail lights? Well, that's because in this project we're going to have to come up with some buckets here to light these up. So like with any good project, and I call this from the ground up, okay, good project from the ground up, not a kit, but from the ground up. Everybody needs some sort of input. So any kind of input y'all can give me, I'll take it, and hopefully I will use it in the project. Alright, so here's the body. Just keep that in mind. Alright, so apart from the body, we have to start with what I call a really good foundation. And a really good foundation I found would possibly be the J2 Ultimate from GMC Racing. These guys are, did something I never thought would happen. They actually wrote me a note. Sorry for the delay. We were at an event. Now, when it came to shipping it, I really didn't think there was much of a delay, but they actually took the time to write this handwritten note to tell me I'm sorry for the delay. Okay? Now, that's not something you're going to get from some of the big guys. That's something you get from a local. Alright? Local, not being Louisiana, local being Canada. Although this product came from Florida, so so I ordered this, and really curious as to what it really was, and it was so darn light I didn't know what the heck I was getting, right? So here's everything coming out of the box. Alright. Well, here's everything coming out of the box. So we have a bunch of brackets, cross member, things of that sort. This here is for the motor. I believe this is for the transfer case. I'm just thinking. Alright. We have a whole bunch of hardware right here. Okay. Then we have the transfer case, which is a 1-to-1. So the drive line can come from the motor to the transfer case up to the front or rear. Okay. And then we got some more hardware. This is what I got for just under $300. Then we got some, okay, so these links are not really big like we're all used to seeing, but dang, these are heavy. I would say these are just as strong as anything that anyone could put up against it. Okay, so there's a whole lot of quality here, whole lot. And then we have the frame rails. Here's one side, the other side. These are aluminum, and this frame rail, this whole kit actually was designed for one certain body only, and that body would be this Jeep body. So my thoughts right out of the gate are to see if I can adapt this chassis right here to this Mustang. This Mustang body is about at least half the weight, and the plan I have is to have a roll bar that will run inside the whole body. And if you guys have any other suggestions as far as that goes, I'd be more than happy to take that. But this is what I'm trying to fit this chassis into, and from the looks of it, if you go ahead and, alright, so the motor goes up here, right? I think it'll work. If not, we do what you know, RC mechanics do, and we make it work. Anyway, so just so you know, this this chassis right here was built specifically for this. Okay, but we're not going to use it on that. So in the next coming weeks, months, whatever, about every 2 weeks, I'm going to do an update on where this chassis is going, where the whole project's going, and in the meantime, I'd really like it if I could get some feedback on that. Like, you know, what would you all do if you were me doing this project? Would you do it at all? If you were to do it, what would you do? So I just have a thing for Mustangs, you know. And I just bought a bunch of LED lights, so we're, you know, this is a project that's going to be, other than this chassis, going to be scratch built. There's going to be a scratch built roll bar. That's what I envision. Be a scratch built front and rear bumpers. Okay, there'll be a lot of welding going on. So if anybody has any idea what I should do with this, other than what my imagination is telling me, please let me know. We'll just go like, here we are. We have a couple, we have an oxygen and a MAP gas container. We have some brazing rod here, some brazing rod there. We have some welding wire right here. So you can imagine, can you imagine where we're going with that? And I have some tubing bender pliers right here. This is for 3/16, up to 3/16. This is up to 1/4. Never mind the spray guns, that's later. Here's the hose and all that for the tanks. I have some 3/16 brake tubing right here that I got at the local auto parts store. And then I have some solid stuff right here if we need to use it. Okay, so, and then where'd that last thing go? This tubing bender will work on up to 5/16 looks like, or no, 3/8. Work up to 3/8 tubing. I probably could easily do up to 1/4 inch solid rod with that. It is very heavily built. It is made by Matco. If it doesn't hold up, then I guess we'll go on to something else. Let's back up. Alright, so I've gotten myself a bunch of new tools. There's more stuff to come, but that's for winter. And the hint on that would just be 3D. Alright, so what do you think, guys? You think, post-apocalyptic Mustang be a good fit? At any step along the line while I'm building this, anyone wants to leave any kind of comment or give their feedback at any time at all, please do so. At this point, this is just an introduction to what's going to happen, and from there we'll just see what happens. So between your imagination and mine, make sure you subscribe so you can keep up on all of it. And it's RC Mechanic saying go out and have some fun, and have some fun. Alright.